Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? We back again with another In the Car Chronicles. Y'all already know what we do over here on this channel, man. We stay out the way, man. That's all we do, man. But I need y'all to turn this video up like y'all do the rest of them, man. Like, share, and subscribe this video, y'all. Turn it up. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. But we're going to call this story here today, Beefing with the Terminator. It's a crazy situation, man, but we are on Lawrenceville for this one. I can remember being in 30 building, man. This was a time kind of like it wasn't no situation going on, man. Like I had times like that in 30 building. I always wasn't the fortunate one that can always have a play. I'm always getting the la-la. I know I make it sound like that by the way I give the stories, man, but like it's bad times too. You have good times, you have bad times in there, man. This is around the times it was bad times. This is around the time that I lost a phone. This is around the time where it was like everybody luck was just bad because everybody I was dealing with was going to the hole or getting caught with cell phones. It was just a bad situation at this time, man. But me, I'm still trying to survive and maintain because I already know I'm on a perfect count. Lawrenceville, man. Lawrenceville is a perfect place. Why would I try to mess this up, man? So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to do what I got to do, man, just to stay out everybody's way. But for the most part, man, I have no situation going on. But I was in the cell with a cool dude. He went from the town, but I ain't going to say his name, but we going to call him T. Now, T was a cool dude. He was all right. Like, you know, I went through a couple of roommates, man, but at the end of the day, he ended up coming into the cell. Y'all already know how I like it, man. You got to have your own stuff. He definitely had his own stuff. He never stayed in the room as much. I played the room a little bit more than him, which he could have came in the room. Like, I still respected him just like he respected me, but at the end of the day, we were good roommates. You know what I mean? We ended up being good roommates, man. But I can remember, bro, man, he kind of like just always like, you know, he always wanted his own situation. T always wanted to try to get some money. Like when he'll see me come in the cell with Lala, he'll always appreciate it. But he used to be mad because he can never bring no Lala to the table. So like when I would come in, I would break bread with bro. Y'all already know how I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna make sure I mess with the Lala with my roommate. We're gonna go up after count. We're gonna be straight. Like I mess with the Lala like that. So if you my roommate and I rock with you like that, you good anyway. You know what I mean? So like he used to be cool with that, but still, he just was like, man, I wish one day I could just make it happen. You know what I mean? I can do this and do that. T was one of those dudes, yeah, he wanted that type of life. Like, he can get some money, he can stay out the way or whatever the case, but he had a good mom, he had a good sister, then he had a girl that used to always make sure they come see him, and him and his girl had a son. So he stayed in the visiting room because between those people that I just named, everybody's coming to see him on separate occasions. So, like, every week, T is going to V-room, man. So, like, I used to like that because he's, like, on Saturdays and Sundays on certain days, like, he used to leave during count, like right before count. Like he used to always dip out probably like right before count. So dipping out right before count to go to a visit when you in the cell dolo, that leave me with some time to be by myself, y'all. So boom. Sometimes it be like that, man. Sometimes you need time to yourself to figure out, like, I need alone time. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I mean? I'm in the cell with the book being the #1. Y'all know they count, man. But at the end of the day, that's what I used to like about being cellies with him, because he was always gone on those weekends and his visits would come the same time. That would always give me alone time. Like, I need some time. So at bro used to be gone for a minute. You know what I mean? So he was a visiting room dude, man. You know what I mean? He used to always come back, bring stuff back, because at Lawrenceville, you can bring stuff back from the V-room sometimes. They don't really care. You bring candy. I used to always bring Starbursts and Skittles back all the time. Sometimes they might take it. Sometimes they might be like, yo, go ahead. You know what I mean? But some candy. But at the end of the day, he used to always bring stuff back, man. Me and bro used to be chilling. So he came back in the cell. He was telling me, man, he was like, yo, look. He asked me, did I know the dude that slept in the cell downstairs, like in the third cell, not under us, because we was on the top tier, on the left side. He was like, not under us, but across from us. So he explained who dude is. I'm like, nah. So I ain't gonna call this dude name either, man, but we gonna call him Ray Ray. Now, Ray Ray was from Suffolk. He was one of those dudes, massive, quiet. He kind of just moved in the pod. The only reason I knew him because I knew another dude from Suffolk that was in 32 pod that I used to rock with, and he knew him. And he told me his homeboy moved in the block. Like, I used to know a lot of dudes when they say their homeboy moved in the block. They'll tell me this, like, I'll tell the next people, like, if my homeboy's moving the block. But, like, He told me that was his homeboy that was in our block, and I spoke to him a few times, but I never really kicked it with him. He was a super duper quiet dude. So my roommate was like, yeah, look, him. I was like, yeah, what's up with him? He was like, nah, look, man. He was like, why? He was like, my girl told me that, you know what I mean? She, like, when they was waiting to come see us, he was like, that his peoples was talking her to death. You know what I mean? She was talking her to death. He was like, she was scared because she think her ride ain't gonna come back. And so he was like, his girl was like, yo, where you live at? She's from the 7 cities. You know what I mean? She's from the 7 cities. I can't say where, but she's from the 7 cities. So basically, Suffolk is in the 7 cities. So that's all in the same, you know what I mean, area. So rides, and that's perfect when it comes to a ride game. So he was like, she was just in the joint, just kept talking to her, like just picked her out of nowhere, came and sat by her and was talking to her the whole time while they was waiting, and was telling her about her ride ain't gonna be there, da 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 da. So he said after a while, she said when they visit came, that's when he seen that it was bro. You know what I mean? Bro came in the joint. So at the end of the day, he was like, yo, when he was about to leave, he was like, he saw his girl pull up on his girl. And then he was like, they was talking. So he was like, his girl came back and gave him a hug. And he was like, what's she talking about? And he said, she was like, she asked, can she get a ride? Can she pay me $30 for a ride? So he was like, man, he told her, like, don't charge her, man. You know what I mean? She was like, nah, I'm not. I'm going to give her a ride because that's on the way anyway. So long story short, his girl gave him a ride game. You know what I mean? She took him back to Suffolk. So when he come back in the sale, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, bro, so on the way back, he was like, you know, I was talking to bro on the way back. He was like, yo, bro was talking about he can make it happen. You know what I mean? He was like, he can make it happen. You know what I mean? He was like, he say he can, that's what he do. He just like at the time, he was like, his brother got locked up. And his brother is the one that basically was taking care of everything for him, looking out for him. So he was like, he ain't got nobody to call. He was like, his sister ain't gonna get him no work. He was like, nobody he know on the street is he think that's gonna get him no lala. You know what I mean? So he was like, look, man, he said he trying to do something. He was like, I told him he know I'm up here with you. He was like, I ain't tell him everything. Like, he was like, but still though, like, he was like, look, what's up though? Like, you know what I mean? He was like, you want to talk to him? So I'm like, man, like, you know, my man introduced me to him. So I'm trying to think, why didn't he go to my man? That's what I'm trying to think. Why he ain't go holler at my man? That was a good question. Why he ain't go holler at my man? But nevertheless, I still had to have this meeting, y'all. Like, regardless, like, this is an opportunity that I told y'all I was kind of waiting on. Like, you see how stuff be falling? Stuff be falling just like that, man. A quick recap, man. My roommate always go to VI. He went to VI with bro downstairs from Suffolk, Ray. The whole time his girl was talking to my roommate girl, and now they cool. She ended up needing a ride home, and now bro talk about he trying to bring the pack. That's how it be happening in the penitentiary, y'all, man. Sometimes you just have the gift of gab and it just be falling in your lap, y'all. So boom. But at the end of the day, I still gotta be, I gotta be the type of dude that I can't just think like it's gonna be that easy. So still, I want to talk to him, you know what I mean? But I am trying to make this play because it's an easy play. It's my roommate kind of running the play, and I know it's gonna be safe because my roommate girl is gonna be the ride. So I'm already thinking ahead. Pause. Like, I'm already thinking about how this is gonna turn out. We come back out and y'all that bro. I was in the cell chilling. You hear knocking the door. I'm like, yo. It was bro, but I'm like, why my roommate just ain't bring him? But I look, my roommate was on the wall phone downstairs. He was on the phone. He was pointing up at the cell, like basically telling bro, I seen him, then he seen me. He was like, so bro come in the cell. You know what I mean? I'm like, why he ain't come? This was nuts. So bro come in, he was like, what's up, Weezy? You know what I mean? I'm like, what's good, bro? What you got going on, Ray, man? He was like, what's up, though? What's the word? He was like, man, tired of buying feezies. He was like, tired of buying feezies. He was like, man, but real, my brother locked up. He was like, man, my brother locked up. He was my support system. He used to do everything. He was like, man, but at the end of the day, man, he was like, look, my girl, she just wanted to come check out and see how sweet the visiting room is. You know, I've been told her how sweet the joint is. And Lawrenceville visiting room is sweet, especially back then. I'm sorry. It was sweet, man. Like, it was sweet, like finger licking sweet, man. That's how sweet that V room was. So he was like, she just wanted to basically see how it was before, you know what I mean? But he was like, at the end of the day, he still ain't got no weight. And he was like, for real, the way she got up here, he was like, man, she ended up catching type of bus and then got a ride from somebody, like, she really coming to see him. Like, he was really trying to see her, man. He said she caught a bus and caught a ride, like, to the prison type stuff. So, like, she basically just kind of, like, basically got lucky by hollering at my roommate T girl. And that got her back to the crib. But now they see they got a steady ride. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, bro, look, man. First off, bro, look, how's it coming back? He was like, oh, I mess with the balloons. I was like, oh, so you be messing? He was like, yeah. He was like, my girl already know how to do all of that, bro. He was like, yeah, I would bring her back a zip, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, you can get a zip. Like, you can get a zip, we can split the joint, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's all you can get. He was like, you can put something else in there, just not the la-la. You know what I mean? He was like, it could be something else too, though. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see what's going on. So he's like, all right, that's a bet. So I'm like, look. I said, man, look, man, like, you gotta be careful, though, bro. I was like, man, who you be rocking with? I was like, I ain't know you was into that lane. You know what I mean? I was like, I barely seen you messing with the la-la. I was like, I didn't know you was into that lane, my guy. He was like, yeah, bro. He was like, man, I just got up here though, Weezy, you know what I mean? He was like, you know, after a while, bro, he's like, I'm tired of getting these dudes my commissary, bro. He's like, I ain't trying to make $1 million. He's like, I just want to be straight, you know what I mean? He was like, that's what I do. And when he said that, it was like we kind of connected with that, because I think the same way slightly. Like, if it's meant to be that I can make $1 million, I'm gonna go for it, y'all. I'm not gonna be one of those idiots that had an opportunity where I can make a lot of bread and didn't. But a lot of times you just getting in how you fit in sometime, pause. And it be little plays like that. I'm gonna split a zip with somebody and get a half a zip. At the end of the day, a win is a win. I'm gonna have something that a lot of people in that pod don't have. And that's 14 grams, y'all. So boom. So I ain't even tripping, man. Win is a win. So bro say he can do that. That's the first thing I do is go hop on the phone and I make sure I can go get the joint. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm gonna put it together, because my roommate was already saying basically like, yo, his girl ain't bringing nothing, but like she with this like running this play like this. She's with running a play like this. So I'm like, man, that's what's up. So the whole time, like, I'm like, look, we got a whole nother week, you know what I mean, before the weekend come and we make this play. So we already trying to put it together. And my roommate ended up coming back in the room. When he walked in the room, he was like, oh, y'all. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, look, I just talked to my girl, man. He was like, man, she said she'll pick your girl up, bring her up here, everything. You know what I mean? He was like, all we got to do is just do our part, right? He was like, Weezy, what's up? I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, listen, I'm going to make it happen, bro. I was like, I'm going to make it happen, bro. I was like, I'm going to make it happen, man. I was like, but look, I said, man, you sure to ride a lot, bro. I said, don't make me do all this and it's not going to be a no-go. It's going to be a no-go, bro. He was like, bro, nah, my girl a lot, bro. I told you, man, Weezy, I'm trying to, you know what I mean? So I'm like, look, all right, look, we got to come to an understanding. He was like, what's that? I said, look, I looked at the dude, Ray. I said, look, me and you splitting a half a zip. I said, I'm getting the work. I said, so me and you bringing the work back. So me and you splitting a half a zip. I said, bro, girl is bringing your peoples up here. So I said, what we gonna give bro? I said, so what you trying to give bro? He was like, what you think we should give him? I said, we gonna give him 7 grams. I'm gonna give him 3.5, you give him 3.5. And we gonna give him a quarter. He was like, that'll work. My roommate was like, I'm cool with that. He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, you know, I'm gonna be messing with the la anyway. You know, we straight. He was like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I love how my roommate wasn't one of those dudes that felt like he wanted more. Like, that showed me a lot in him that day. Real talk. Like, a lot of dudes could have been like, a quarter. Bro, your girl is doing a major important part by bringing this person up here. But at the end of the day, I'm getting to work. He's being the mule game, y'all. So, boom. It gotta go that way, man. Ain't another way that it could go. It has to go that way, man. So I was happy that my roommate was on board with that, man. So the week going on. So we kind of just, you know, trying to just breeze through the week. So we can make sure that play go good. It's an easy play. I can get the zip. My roommate, people's gonna go pick the zip up. Bro, people's gonna bring it up here. Like, it's an easy play. It just gotta all touch down when it's time to get ready to go. So we just trying to chill through the week. So we in the cell chilling, you know what I mean? So the whole time we was trying to put this together, like Ray done kind of like start kind of like rolling with us. Like, he's not really rolling with us, but like he around more. Like, he, you know what I mean? He coming to my cell a lot. You know what I mean? Norfolk dudes that already rock with him anyway. He was one of them cool dudes anyway, but like he always at my cell now. These last 3 days, he been at my cell. So like I'm kicking it with him. So as we in the cell, downstairs you hear somebody say, hey, Ray. Hey, Ray. So we in the jump, we got the la I hear through the music. I'm like, yo, cut that down. I went and looked out the cut. I'm like, I hear a dude standing up looking directly at my cell. He like, hey, Ray. Hey, Ray. I'm like, I move the cut. I'm like, I look at dude, because I don't really talk to this dude for real that's in the pod. I'm like, he was like, I pulled the cut down. I'm like, what's up, bro? He was like, Ray in there. I wanted to be like, yo, bro, what make you want to look at my cell just ask that question? He was like, Ray in there. I'm like, shh. Got my composure back, because I wanted to snap. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted to snap. I said, yeah, man. I said, man. Ray come to the door. Dude was like, yo, come here. I said, man, get the door. He got the door. Push. Got out the cell. You know what I mean? I look up, he run down the stairs. When he get to the stairs, slider open up. As soon as he came down the stairs and got to the front door, the joint say, push. The joint open up. I look, I seen this black dude, man, kind of dark skinned dude, man, looking bald head dude, kind of burnt looking dude, looking like he a turd in the face with eyeballs looking dude, man. I just seen like a dark skinned dude with blue jeans and a blue shirt. I'm like, and then he was like, and then I see bro like, oh, what's up, man? And he was like, and he just slid in. When he came in, I got another look at him. I'm like, so my roommate like, who was that? I was like, man, some dude Ray know, man. He was like, he got him a little, he was like, man, who that ugly dude, man? He look like a burnt fried piece of chicken with eyeballs. I'm like, man, dude was hit. Dude was bald head. Man, he ain't had no facial hair for real, man. That man looked like Mum Ra, man. Man, Y'all know who Mum Raw is, man. Who little Mum Raw from Thundercats, man. That man was hit, y'all. So, boom. I'm looking at this dude like, who's Ray Ray talking to? So he stayed at the brick wall and talked to dude a minute. He talked to him for a minute, y'all. My word, he talked to him for a minute. I'm sitting there like, man, what is Ray Ray doing? So Ray Ray talking to him, you know what I mean? So he talked to him all the way up until Rent came back. So when Rent came back, that's when they started getting crowded. Dudes still ain't leave. But you know, this Lawrenceville is dumb sweet. I'm letting y'all know now, man. Like the 229 game is like no other. You can move around. Lawrence's movement, you can move around. And like right before dinner, that's movement. Like you got to go to child. So it's a lot of dudes 229. Sometimes you might get caught out there or something go down. But a lot of dudes pick that time to 229. So dude's still in the pod. So they like, yo, stand by for child. Stand by for child. So dude just stayed at the brick wall. Ray left his ID, everything upstairs in my cell. So he run back up to my cell. When he come to my cell, it was like I was kind of on the way out, but I see him. He going to the cell. He going to the cell. T still in there. You know what I mean? He talked to T for him and he come out. So when he walked past me, I said, yo, who's dude? Who that is, bro? He was like, oh, man, hey, look. Man, that's my uncle, man. Yeah, he like my uncle, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, he from my neighborhood, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, like my uncle, man. He crazy, though, man. He be in and out of jail, in and out of prison, like a third bid. I'm like, for real? I was like, what's wrong with his face? He was like, oh, nah, man, I don't know, man. He just, what's wrong with his face? I'm like, hey, bro, I don't know, bro. Dude look like a damn turd with eyeballs, y'all. So, boom. Bro started laughing. He like, go ahead, Weezy, man. Like, I was like, man, what's up, though? He was like, look, I ain't want to tell him come to your cell. You know what I mean? But he was like, that's my aunt, though. Like, I rock with him, though. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, oh. I was like, but look, though. I said, man, I'm already on point because I done been through stuff and I ain't got time for the maniac business, y'all. Like, this is what I'm really saying. I don't have time to be going through stuff, man, when it comes to this la-la, y'all. So I already know. I said, oh, bro. I said, look, don't tell Uncle our business, though, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't tell him our business about what we got going on this weekend, though. Like real talk. I gave him a serious look. He was like, nah, you good, though? Like, nah, man. Like, I was like, what party in? He was like, man, he in 31. So I'm like, man, he crossed the hall. He was like, yeah. He was like, he found out I was over here. You know, he 229. So he's like, he's stuck over here now. I'm about to go back down there and holler at him. He's stuck down there by himself. So I'm like, all right, man. So bro, go down there. You know what I mean? Bro, go holler at him and shit. You know what I mean? Stay down there all the way up until they say, exit out for child game. You know what I mean? I don't go to child, though. I stay in the pod. So I'm just in the pod chilling. You know what I mean? Minding my damn business. Everybody coming back in. I'm sitting right there at the table. I'm right there at the table just looking. Minding my business, looking around. I look up. I see Ray Ray coming up. Ray Ray start walking towards me. He walked up. He was like, hey, yeah, man. He was like, man, I can't wait till the weekend, man. I was like, why, what's up? He was like, man, cuz, man. He was like, man, for real. He was like, man, I got to put my uncle on, man. I'm going to give him a job. I'm like, you going to give him a job? He was like, yeah, man, I'm going to give him a job, man. He was like, man, but for real, though, man. He was like, man, I ain't going to tell him how much I got. I was like, man, make sure you don't tell him nothing. He said, man, I ain't telling him, but that's my uncle, though. I was like, all right, man. That's just your uncle. I got it. I mean, 10-4. That's what I told him, man. So, little time went on. Now it's the weekend. Now the whole time before the weekend, his uncle, this ugly dude, burnt up looking dude, looked like a fried up Terminator with eyeballs. This dude was in and out our part almost every day. He ended up catching a little party with me. This time we was in race sale. So like when I was in there, I had just lit the jump. The jump came around. I looked up. I seen him come to the door. My word, y'all, everything. As soon as he came to the door, I promise y'all, because it was close range. He was like, I was like, that John say, oh, good. I was like, I sat back down. He was like, Freddie. I was like, Freddie? He was like, yeah, you call me Unc, though. Freddie, Unc, whatever. I was like, what's up, man? I docked him up. Nigga, handshake was rough as a bitch. I'm like, God damn. So, goddamn, that was the first time like I kind of like encountered that psycho. So now, bro, about to get ready to go to VI. Now it's the VI time, y'all. Like, it feel good. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand how it feels like when that VI, that pack, you waiting on that pack to come back. Like, it's a good feeling that you have. You're like, yo, all I gotta see is to walk through the door. Then it's game time. It's game time. So I'm feeling good for the most part. I'm chilling. I'm minding my business. I'm just waiting on bro to come back. I mean, I'm waiting on bro to come back. I'm just like, man, I'm chilling, man. Wait. Bro sleep on the other side, like I told y'all, on the bottom tier. So I hear the door open up. I look. It's him. See him come in. I don't want to pull nothing off and like kind of like, you know what I mean? I like I'm on no hot shit or do no crazy shit like that. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to pull one of them moves. But as soon as he, hey, open my door, he open his door. His door open up. He go in his cell. He ain't even look my direction. So I'm on the tier. I see him. I come down the steps, y'all. I sat around. I was like this. Pause. I was like, got down them steps, shot across the pod, get straight to his cell. I was like, yo. T upstairs, T looking at me. He was like, I was like, yo. So I was like, yo. I was like, how is that? Door open up. I look up. It's the burnt face nigga, y'all.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.